Crabman here from Crabman Gaming. Today we're going to play WWF SmackDown Just Bring It Story Mode as Crash Holly. And the plan is to go for the Hardcore Championship. Crash Holly, Mr. 24/7. You have to unlock Rhino and we'll also unlock the Hardcore Championship. So Vinnie Mac always asks you for an opportunity for the tag team titles. So let's turn down a tag title shot with Hardcore and let's go for the Hardcore title. So you don't want to form a tag team. Obviously you want to go for a singles title. Let's see who comes out to the ring. We've had some interesting people. In the last playthrough, Crash actually came down to the ring. Here's the Raw entrance. We're on playthrough number 9 of playing through Just Bring It story mode with all the characters. Jerry Lynn, yes!
Minnesota, Jerry Lynn.
A hidden character in this game. You can watch my Unlocking Jerry Lynn video if you want to know how to unlock Jerry Lynn, not too difficult. That also unlocks the Light Heavyweight Championship as well. So Big Show is still the WWF champion in my game. You can't hide backstage all night. Jerry Lynn wants a WWF title shot. Never going to happen. Poor Jerry Lynn. Spent most of his WWF tenure on Heat. Big Show, come out here and face me. Obviously it's not going to be Big Show. It's going to be Crash. Then you want to talk trash on the microphone to Jerry Lynn. Don't start thinking you're going to get a title shot before me. Are we talking about the WWF title or the light heavyweight title? Or the hardcore title maybe? Jerry Lynn, you're washed up. Obviously Jerry Lynn went on to become the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion when he defeated Nigel McGuinness. Kind of mirroring the film The Wrestler, fantastic film if you hadn't seen it. Kind of takes the life of, it's a bit like the Jerry Lynn story, kind of. But Jerry Lynn, the grizzled veteran trying to win another championship. They pushed that story in Ring of Honor and ended Nigel McGuinness's I think 500 plus day reign as the Ring of Honor World title. Okay, all we need to do is go downstairs here and find Michael Cole. And tell him you were just messing. Yeah, I was just messing. The Crash Holly, really synonymous, probably the person you'd think of spring to mind along with Mick Foley, Mankind when you think hardcore championship, even though Foley had it first for about 2 weeks and then kind of co-held the belt with Edge around 2005. But really, Crash Holly is the one a lot of people think about with the hardcore title. Obviously they've got the 24/7 title now, which is kind of the same but just without all the hardcore rules. Alright, you want to go to dressing room A. I don't actually know where dressing room A is. Oh, here we go. It's over here. Let's go through these doors. There's the APA office, dressing room A and B. Don't know how you'd figure out these things on your own. Just walk in the dressing room and then boom! Blindsided by Jerry Lynn. Poor Crash. Crash looks severely injured. Jerry Lynn, what have you done? And then so randomly you are in a 4-man battle royal with Jerry Lynn, Matt Hardy and Hardcore Holly, and your life is down to 50%.
Weighing 220 pounds, from Mobile, Alabama, Crash.
Okay, I think the problem is to win the Hardcore title, I do have to win the Fatal 4-way match.
Weighing 215 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Jerry Lynn. Weighing 223 pounds, from Cameron, North Carolina, Matt Hardy. Weighing 200
And here's Cousin Hardcore.
from Mobile, Alabama, Hardcore Holly.
I met Hardcore Holly once. He was actually, despite his reputation, he was a really nice, chilled guy. He was pretty relaxed. Oh, let's get some payback on Jerry Lynn.
We can't miss Raw tonight. That's dumb. Michael Cole and Taz and Ring.
Sorry, I'll have none.
How can you miss that? This is a sacred fight.
Worried about trying to win
Shut up.
this match with only half a health bar, but I'll give it a shot.
Match. Did you see that? Shoulder block. The contest continues. Are you really?
Backslide on Jerry Lynn. These two did actually wrestle over
DDT.
the light heavyweight title, which no one remembers because it was on Heat. Crash was the light heavyweight champion and Jerry Lynn defeated him around, I think, March 2001.
This battle royal match.
Oh, nice move, nice takedown. It's a little bit tricky if you're targeting someone, they target somebody else.
Suplex.
Makes it a little bit difficult in these 4-way matches.
In the back of the head.
And also, your opponents counter quite a lot as well. If you watch some of the other videos, you'll find opponents counter all the time. It's a game with a really, really high counter rate.
This match.
You just have to constantly be hitting square to counter. Come on, Jerry.
Oh, wow! Look at the neck! Hardcore Holly is really a great person. Diving reverse DDT. It's dangerous. Oh! I've never seen a fight like this before.
Alright, hopefully you guys are watching this as I'm uploading a video a day. I get through all... I believe I try to count the characters. I believe it's 42. But I'm not sure if you can play through the story mode as absolutely everybody, but I will play through. The aim is to play through with the story mode with every playable character. Oh, that's an awesome pin.
Look at the situation now. Both superstars are showing some excellent moves.
But I've got lots of other videos as well if you want to check them out. Lots of
I don't want to be like that.
Royal Rumble matches. They're always interesting to watch through. Some gameplay videos, some Final Fantasy videos. Trying to focus more on wrestling at the moment though, because I played through all these games
Serious competition.
as a kid, so I know them really well. Also a really big
Be the winner.
wrestling fan as well. So even though I'm a little bit rusty, all the moves and all the stories kind of come back to me after a little bit as well.
Oh, that is fast.
Alright, nearly got a finisher. I don't want to use the finisher though. I want to
Hardcore Holly.
pin
Superior wrestler.
someone and then use my finisher on somebody else. And hope they don't use their finisher on me.
That's not gonna work. Hurry, hurry.
Or could have used my finisher.
I'm sure Jerry Lynn will win.
I'm getting up slowly. That's not a good sign. Alright, Jerry.
You to see such an excellent match.
So I haven't played this hardcore title story mode all the way through.
That should be fine.
So hopefully it works the way that I found.
Who'll be the better fighter tonight? That should be fine.
Alright, let's eliminate Jerry Lynn. Payback for attacking me before.
Definitely continue after this match.
Yes. Okay, maybe let...
Andre.
Oh no, don't both attack me. Let's let Hardcore try and eliminate Matt with an Alabama Slam and then sneak up on him with a DDT.
Side suplex.
Although Matt is in control. Oh, go Matt.
A royal match will be in a
It doesn't really matter. As long as someone hits a finisher,
see his next match.
I'll just hide out of the way. Great strategy. There we go. Falcon Arrow. Must not have had the Alabama Slam here, but that should be the end of Matt Hardy.
Incredible move.
And let's try and pin Cousin Hardcore for the win. Don't counter, don't counter.
Be quiet.
Nice counter. Slide. Oh no.
Super atomic.
Stole that off Bubba Ray Dudley.
The fans are electrified.
Let's go Crash. Good thing about these Fatal 4-Way matches is there aren't any rope breaks as well, otherwise I don't think you'd ever win one of these matches. There we go. Crash DDT.
Is feeling the heat. What are you doing?
Yes.
It's all over. Hardcore Holly lost the match.
Here is your winner, Crash.
Well done, Crash. Crash is victorious. You need to win the Fatal 4-Way match. Wasn't quite as hard as I thought. And you'll move on to SmackDown. Someone needs to take advantage of the situation and challenge for the World Wrestling Federation title. Sorry, I'm not using Crash to challenge for the WWF title. That would be awesome. Save it later.
Attention.
Let's continue. Get the Hardcore title and unlocking Raven.
Weighing 223 pounds, from Pembroke, North Carolina,
Matt Hardy. Listen, it's hard to believe people are talking about Matt Hardy and Crash, who is closest to a WWF title shot. So what you want to do is stay backstage, because if you come out to the ring, you get put in the #1 contenders match for the WWF title. So we'll let Matt have his WWF title shot against the Big Show, and I'll go backstage and try and find Rhino. Oops, nearly pressed the wrong one. Stay backstage. It's the original SmackDown set before the big SmackDown Fist, which people remember quite fondly. On some of the later games, you could climb up on the fist. I believe Shut Your Mouth has the fist, and so does Here Comes the Pain. You're smarter than I thought, Crash, and that disappeared really quick. So here we are on SmackDown. Should be backstage. And then you need to go and find Earl Hebner and say you want a hardcore title shot. There's Michael Cole. William Regal's waiting for you. I believe if you go see William Regal, he'll offer you either an Intercontinental, European, or light heavyweight title shot as well. But we don't want any of those titles at the moment. We need to win the hardcore title. So you're always upstairs. And Earl's always down here. Just wondering if someone else was over there. Never checked. Here's Earl. Maybe selling some bootleg merch outside the arena before his match. Hey, Earl Hebner. And then you get an option, I think, to say how are you, or that you're going after the hardcore title. So you want to say I'm going after the hardcore title and I want you to ref. Which I always think, are refs obliged to follow you? Do they have to? Do they have to? Can they say no? Can they say I'm on lunch? I've already ref 4 matches tonight. Or are they obligated 24/7 if you find a ref to make them referee a hardcore title match? I'm not sure. Okay, you'll meet... Let's find Rhino. Here's Rhino. And hopefully I can defeat him and win the hardcore title.
Generation Hardcore title.
Alright.
It is electric in this.
I love how the... Let's try and get a chair.
We can't miss WWF tonight.
I love how the screen plays your match as well. It's a really cool feature. Some of these backstage segments.
For me, the ring will be filled with drama tonight.
See with a chair.
Crash
While there are a lot of counters, if you have a weapon,
will match up tonight.
they tend not to counter
Hardcore
weapon shots very much. Also, you don't get very much of a SmackDown meter with the weapons.
is allowed in the.
I don't know if it's really worth it to keep
That must have hurt.
blasting people with weapons. Let's put him in the shower.
Oh my God.
Don't think I can go in there. Weird.
Shoulder thrust.
Gotta whip him against some of the environments. Didn't really seem to do anything. Let's.
Both superstars are showing.
If you want to change
Oh.
locations as well, you just stay on the edge until you get to a blue arrow, and then you can go through this dressing room. Beer looks pretty boring. Let's go into the APA office.
Hey, hey. DDT. Oh no. This hardcore match will be an.
Oh, awesome. What I loved about the APA segments is that they always made people go through the door, even though the door was just in the middle of nowhere.
So cool.
They would say, use the door.
Was great the other day.
I wonder if I can put him through that table.
Shoulder thrust. That's not gonna work. The arena is feeling the heat.
Schoolboy.
Reverse the pin.
That's how most
What a fighting spirit.
24/7 title changes happen with a lethal Schoolboy. Backslide. Ooh, that was so hardcore. I'd love to see the hardcore title one with a backslide. It'd be awesome. Alright, let's put him on this table. Oh, it doesn't work.
That's not gonna work.
Frustrating. Well, thanks, Cole.
This rivalry will definitely continue after this match. Crash is loved by the fans.
Let's hit him with a chair. Or a beer can. That's pretty hardcore.
Wow.
Throw a beer at him. Give him the Crash DDT. Pin Rhino. Become hardcore champion. This should be all.
Gosh, I've never seen a fight like this before.
Yes, Crash Holly, your new WWF hardcore champion.
Here is your winner, the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, Crash.
some reason he was back in the ring. The Man-Beast Rhino lost after the vicious attack by Crash. Got hit with the beer can. At least he didn't get powerbombed on a ladder like Mike Awesome did to him. And strangely, you don't even get to see the belt, but 3 item items are now unlocked. So we'll have a quick look at those, and then we'll move on to the next story, which should be Devon Dudley. Alright, what did I unlock? Obviously, Rhino. So I've unlocked all the... not all, but most of the hidden characters, and some moves, and more moves. Alright, join me for Devon Dudley.